Joe. Yo. What is going on, everybody? It's Owen, aka Slack Packs, and Joe, back at it again. Another day, another dollar. How's everybody doing, Joe? How are you doing today?
I'm all right. I got to hit the go button, so can't complain.
Good, that's what's up, then. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. How you liking fucking with StreamYard so far?
That's pretty sweet, honestly.
You make any of these yet? Live nuke alert. Live nuke alert. Both teams to score. No. In the Napoli, I don't know how the fuck to say it, soccer game. There you go, see? That's how it's done.
All right. Well, you want to get into the big news of the day?
Yeah, first things first, Giannis is fucking Gonzo Benelli. According to fucking Sham God over here. Sean God, is someone call him?
I miss Woj.
I'm not calling him that. I'm not fucking calling him that. Fuck you, Shams. Homo.
Yeah, it hurts, but
yeah,
writing was on the wall.
Yeah, it's been there too, and this is like, there's still people trying to convince me that he's not leaving. You're fucking delusional.
At this point, I think it's right.
Yeah, it just makes sense for the Bucks to do it at this point. And if, like, you know how bad the NBA wants Giannis in a big market, this is their final time this is finally their time.
Mm-hmm.
You know damn well he's gone. It's just, where does he go and what do the Bucks get in return?
Yeah.
And that's what I think. Do you think, is there, like, if you were to give it a percentage that Giannis stays in Milwaukee, what would you say?
I could see him staying through the end of the season. I think in the offseason, he's gone.
And is he what happens in the offseason? Is he a free agent?
No. He has next year and then a player option. But basically, to my understanding, I read up on his contract just a little bit. Since he's technically an expiring deal after next year, it tanks his value just a little bit.
Right.
So they're not going to be able to get as much in return for him as if they were to deal him, I don't know, this past offseason, if they had just dealt him and reset.
Yes. Figures.
But still, considering the player that he is, I mean, hell, he's a top 5 player in basketball.
Correct.
And that is the big ticket question right here. That is 100% the big ticket question.
Who's going to take hold of the remainder of his contract and give up the assets? How much left is on his contract? It's only, what, 2 years, a year?
Well, it's a 1-and-1. Like, I believe his player option, if you were to opt into it, is like $66 million. He's getting paid 59 or 60, and the thing is, he's eligible for a super max.
Jesus fuck. So whoever's got money to pay, realistically.
Obviously, there's probably going to be a couple of players moved to make the contracts work long term. Yep. But he's an expiring deal. Whoever is trading for him is going to want him to commit to that team so they can sign him to the extension immediately.
Right, and that makes sense. It's kind of just like the Micah Parsons deal.
Correct.
If you want to sign him, and that's your guy for the next however long, which makes sense. I mean, who wouldn't want Giannis to be their guy right now? He's fucking insane, man. Whether his numbers are off or not, he's still going crazy. If Milwaukee decides the best path forward is indeed to trade Antetokounmpo ahead of the deadline, which franchises have the draft capital, the contracts, and the young stars to swing a deal? An important reminder for teams chasing Giannis: any franchise without cap space would have to send Milwaukee at least $43.5 million in salary and remain below the first apron. Joe, can you go further in depth with that last part?
So basically, the apron is the whole. You remember a couple of years ago when CJ McCollum became the president of like the NBA Players Association and the aprons got put in place.
Yes.
The second apron, when the Bucks traded Chris Middleton for Kyle Kuzma, the reason they did that was to avoid second apron penalties, and basically it freezes your draft picks, and you get a bunch of implications of it. And the whole reason the aprons were put in place was to prevent super teams
Hmm.
and keep parity. Is kind of the whole reason behind it.
Right.
It's kind of backfiring and doesn't quite work how it should.
Yep.
But as soon as you pass the first apron, you can't aggregate salaries. So you can't salary match.
Yeah. Damn.
The 43.5 million, like let's say, I don't know, Brooklyn, for example, they take three players that all make $15 million to make it 45 for Giannis.
Yep.
They could do that as long as they're not within the first apron. Once you hit the first apron, you can't do that. You'd have to match it 43.5 to 43.5.
Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay.
So
Well, shit.
that kind of pigeonholes teams, especially mid-season. In the off-season, when contracts expire, blah, 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 that opens things up a little bit more.
Right. But, well, shit, that kind of puts a screw on everything then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, should we look at the 11 most teams to offer or what?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. The first team on here is Atlanta. I mean, I don't know. First question, do you see Giannis in a Hawks uniform? It makes sense to me.
Atlanta is one of those spots where I actually wouldn't hate him because of what the Bucks can get in return, because Atlanta owns that swap.
Yes.
New Orleans.
Yep.
So not only that, would probably be the centerpiece of that deal. Maybe they can get like a Jalen Johnson, which I highly doubt they'd move him. Maybe like a Zachary Ricochet in that trade plus picks. But here's the issue: their apron status, they're 14.8 million below the first apron, so they're hard capped.
Okay, which means what's hard capped?
Basically,
so they wouldn't be able to sign him to the Supermax.
No, I don't believe so. Without going into the second apron, which creates problems elsewhere. So that I saw a mock of a trade with Atlanta where they'd send Porzingis as well to make it work.
The whole fucking salary, fuck this bullshit. Is that a banger? Okay, you're really gonna make me count 3 times to make me read it, Malik? I'm disappointed in you. Moody and Butler to Brooklyn with a protected first. Warriors get Giannis, a backup point guard. Bucks get Pod, Kuminga, and MPJ.
On a load of first. Who's sending the first? Because if Golden State's sending the first, they're not going to be worth jack shit.
Correct. Especially if they get Giannis.
If Brooklyn is sending the first, then that's a little bit more interesting.
A mixture?
So Brooklyn and Warriors both send picks. But the thing is, how does that benefit Brooklyn? Why would they trade for almost a 40-year-old Jimmy Butler?
Correct.
And a protected first.
Yeah, protected first is AIDS.
I don't think Brooklyn does that deal. Is a thing. Atlanta would be interesting just because of Atlanta having the New Orleans and Milwaukee pick swap.
The pick, yes. To me, I think. Okay, so here's your picks. All right.
Yep.
So, and none of them are. It's the word I'm looking for. Not restricted.
They're like protected.
Thank you. That's the word. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Yeah.
The 2027 swap is top 4 protected.
So if it's top 4, then New Orleans still gets to keep it.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, shit, dude.
Atlanta has a lot of picks to offer on top of Ricochet, who hasn't really panned out so far.
Yep.
And Porzingis, who's a vet guy that seems a little bit more movable.
Dude, I do think this year's draft has some fucking beasts.
That's why I think this trade would be worth it if they're willing to.
Like if you're gonna get Giannis out the door, this is the time to do so. Like now,
yes.
Because any of these three guys will change the landscape of your dynasty. I'm telling you now. Darren Peterson is fucking crazy. AJ
Devontae
Diabata,
Shaw.
he's going to be the next guy. I know he is. And then Cam Boozer, we all know Cam Boozer. He's the star at Duke right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how that goes. Who was
And hell,
last
even
star
the
at Duke?
guys,
Cooper Flag.
yeah. Detroit, that didn't. I read this article yesterday, and doing that deal isn't that complicated. It's just everything I've heard about Detroit is they don't want to break up what they have right now, and I don't blame them. I get it.
And I totally agree with that because you want to know who they would send us?
Tobias Harris, yeah. They don't
Keep his
have
ass the fuck away from Milwaukee. I'm begging.
they don't have the young players to really offer without
Yes.
breaking up their core. Which why
Without
would
their good young players, right? Ivy, who would you say? Ivy, Kate
Duran,
Cunningham,
Jalen Duran,
Duran's a good one. Yep.
Ron Holland, Asar Thompson. It doesn't make any sense for them to trade for
Thompson, yeah. Okay, you're right. See, like, and especially when they, I don't think they have to go trade for a guy like Giannis. They've been performing well enough.
Yeah. I mean, go to the next one. Golden State would be fun.
This one is interesting. Okay, I would love to see Giannis go play with fucking Steph Curry.
And Bobby Marks makes a valid point here. Butler's $54.1 million salary. They need to include it because their apron status, like it says right there, they're barely below the second apron.
So if it happened, they would have to send us Jimmy Butler.
They would have to. If it was a 1-1 trade, that's why Malik suggested the 3-team trade. They do own their first the next 7 years, and they can trade a maximum of 4.
God damn. Jimmy and 4 for Giannis.
And they also have all their swap rights. So they have all their picks on the table. They're not going to trade Curry, but they would probably have to include another player to pair with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Make it work. I don't know. Kuminga kind of wants out. I could see them maybe doing that.
I don't know, man. This one gives me the ick. This one gives me the fucking ick. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Warriors is an interesting one.
I would, but like I said, bro, seeing Steph with Giannis, fuck, that would be fucking sick.
It almost has to be a 3 or 4 team trade to move him, just because of his contract.
I agree.
Houston would be really fun, but I don't see them.
No fucking way.
Doing
There's
something
no fucking way.
after the trade of Jalen Green for KD. I just don't see them doing it again.
They would have to trade KD.
I don't think they'd have to trade KD, but
they would basically have to. I mean, it would only make sense to trade KD, right?
Do they have the assets? Because look, they only have 3 first-round picks to offer, which they'd probably have to offer all 3, plus one of their legit young players and maybe another guy to make the money work. So they probably have to take on Van Vliet, maybe KD instead. They'd go KD for Giannis straight up with 3 picks. But once again, why would the Bucks do that? If you're going to embrace the
exactly tank, right. If you're going to embrace the tank, why the fuck would you take KD?
Exactly.
Correct.
Miami is enticing.
This one is interesting. I've heard this is the 2 biggest names are. Where are we? Right here. Stays with Milwaukee or retires, and then you got your 2 highest names on Cal sheet. Okay. Knicks and Miami, and that's because that's where he chirped he was gonna go. Oh shit, I'm in the wrong place. Hi everybody. So yes, that's where he chirped he was gonna go.
I could see Miami working because they have Keloware, they have Jaime Jaquez, and they have the picks to make it work as well as the cap space. Because I mean, look at the draft assets. They own their 2030 and 2032, and they have all those swap right years in 26, 29, 30, 31, and 32. They have a bunch of swaps they can offer.
Yeah.
And then obviously making some money work, so maybe they'd include a guy like Wiggins.
Yeah, that would be sick. The thing is, I wouldn't mind, and I bet you he would probably like Miami.
He definitely would.
And I saw that his mom posted a picture, I think it was on Facebook, maybe Twitter, of him from his early years in Milwaukee in Miami.
Yeah. So I think the Heat are actually a viable option. I don't know if they want to trade him with the East, though. That's the big question you have to ask about the Eastern.
That's exactly what it is. Is would you trade? I don't know if the Bucks would trade him to the East.
Yeah. I heard the
I don't-
Timberwolves have been floated as a potential team,
I also heard that. Yes,
which they don't have the
but
first pick to send, which is what sucks. They only have the one swap in 2028. So it probably would have to be a 3-team trade to make it work, but they do have the contracts to make the money work. They'd have to do some gymnastics, but that could work.
and go fucking Gogurt,
Gobert or Julius,
McDaniels.
Julius Randle, and then send Gobert elsewhere.
See, I do not. I don't even like you. Fuck, dude. I don't like any of the guys we've rumored to get returned so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like any of them. Like, I'd rather just take 8 picks.
The only ones I'm interested in are the ones with high picks or young guys with some upside.
Yep, I agree.
The Knicks have obviously been floated.
The same thing as the Heat. Like, it makes all the sense in the world. And they have basically the assets. It's just do the Bucks trade them to the East, especially to a highly contending team, a team that just made the fucking Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Yeah. Here's the thing about the Knicks, and they've been floated a bunch. There's the idea of swapping Karl Anthony Towns straight up. But
I don't mind that. That's my favorite one so far. That's my favorite one so far.
You could send Cat straight up plus some picks, or they'd have to gymnastics their way around to make it work. Because it probably, if they Bridges wouldn't work. I don't think the money works because they're almost a second apron team.
Nope.
They literally have to send Cat to do it.
Cat is a bag. I didn't know he got paid that much. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, OKC. I don't think OKC does it. It doesn't make
this would okay. This would I think this genuinely like gets declined. I don't think this would ever go through.
OKC could also turn around and just throw like 10 picks at the Bucks and be like, take it.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
2026, 2026, 2026, 2027, 2027, 2027.
That's 2027 to 2032.
Bruh.
That's all their first round picks. That's OKC's first rounders.
That's just fucking crazy, dude.
Like, a lot of OKC's picks have protections on them.
Yep.
Which makes them a little bit iffy. Like Utah having a top 8 protected pick, they'll probably be in the top 8. Who knows?
Right.
Maybe they can play themselves close to the play-in and lose out on it. They have a first-round swap with Dallas in 28. I don't think that matters. 29 first-round pick in Denver. That's top 5 protected. That could maybe be a decent pick, depending on what happens with Jokic in that time, because it's
right.
Still. But I don't see OKC doing it.
I don't think so either, especially when they're contending right now.
Yeah.
Best team in the league. Blazers.
Portland would be funny.
It would. Have him go back, play with Dame. If Dame comes back.
Portland is intriguing to me. How many picks do they own? They have Milwaukee swaps, which is important.
That is important.
And then 2029 first-round picks, most and least favorable of own Boston and Milwaukee.
Fucking hell.
And then Orlando's first. That one intrigues me because they can maybe get a guy like Denny Avdia in return.
Yep.
So if they were to get, like, let's say Denny plus some of those picks, I think Portland's intriguing.
I agree. I 100% agree. The only concern is, like you said, they don't have that many picks.
Yeah. And honestly,
but this is also comparing it to OKC, who has way too many picks.
The thing is, if they were to give us, let's say, all those picks, because that, what is that, 5 technically? Because they have the most and least favorable.
Yes.
So 5 picks. Yep. The thing is, the Milwaukee swaps are the important thing here.
Right.
The Bucks retain their pick.
Yep, they would get their pick back, right?
Yeah. I believe the next team on the list is Spurs, and I don't know if there's anything after that. Toronto. I could see Toronto happening because he does have a relationship with Masai Ujiri. He wanted to draft Giannis when he was draft eligible. I could see that happening. They have all their own picks.
Yeah.
Maybe send the guy. I don't know if they'd want to send Scotty Barnes, but maybe a guy like Brandon Ingram.
Right.
Yeah.
Pick packages. The Nets have the ultimate pick package deal. They have 10 tradable first round picks.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Nets are rebuilding, but there's an urgency to put out a competitive roster considering the Rockets have rights, swap rights.
The Jazz, they have 9 tradables, and they'd probably have to move marketing to make the money work.
And that would make sense. See, like, injured or former All Stars. Like, why the fuck would we want any of these guys?
Well, it'd be like Jason Tatum, Anthony Davis, Halliburton,
Yep.
and Embiid.
Right, and that would be. I mean, I don't think they'd even move any of those guys, to be honest.
You about ready to change gears?
I am. Are you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let me go like this. Oh, you got it? Good.
I think so. Yeah, there we go.
Good work.
We're talking Badger football. Schedule came
Alright.
out.
First things first, I have not seen the odds. Okay, I do not know how many wins they're supposed to get, but okay. First things first, before we even look, did you already see it?
I'm looking at their odds right now. I'm gonna see if I can find them. Okay, they're plus 100,000 to win the 2027 CFP national title. That's all FanDuel has.
Okay. All right, let's look. And Dark is home, I would imagine.
I believe so. Their win
Dark
total
is away. Dark is away.
Win total was set at 5.5.
Okay, that's what it was last year.
Notre Dame is
this
neutral
fucking
site.
guy.
Notre Dame is neutral site.
Yep, that's at Lambeau though. That's not really neutral.
No, it isn't.
That's going to be all Badgers. No, honestly, Notre Dame has a lot of fans.
Mm-hmm.
They do. They do. And they're probably going to travel really well. I'd imagine they are. Fuck you, Dill Schnoodle. Fuck you. Okay, so let's be realistic. Okay, loss. Win, win. Loss, win. Win, loss. Loss, win. Win, win, loss.
You think they lose to Minnesota?
My thought process with it is, hey mods, get this guy out of my fucking chat. Get this guy out of my fucking chat. Get Malik. Get Malik. I'm dead ass.
Malik, get out of chat.
Get this guy out of my fucking chat.
He's on
fucking
it.
Bastard.
All right.
Damn.
I don't have a good gauge of how good the Badgers are going to be this year because they have a lot of transfers. I don't believe they beat Notre Dame just because of how many new people they have.
Yes. It's going to be crazy. But Malik, holy shit. Notre Dame is just as good.
Yeah.
I mean, if not better. That team's going to be good. I see a lot of people picking them to win the Natty next year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the Badgers, like you said, they have a lot of new guys coming in. But I don't think that we're even going to be able to compete with them, to be honest. It's going to take a lot of, like a miracle. It's going to take a big-ass miracle.
Then Western Illinois is a bye game.
Yep.
Eastern Mich, I think they win that anyways. And
I agree. My thought process with the next 2 games are you win one, you lose one. Unless you think they win both.
I could see – it depends on how quick the roster catches its stride.
Yep.
I think they beat Michigan State. They're in Camp Randall. I don't see them losing that game. Penn State is a toss-up to me. It is how quick Matt Campbell and the new staff over at Penn State get everything working because they do have a lot of transfers coming in from Iowa State.
Yeah.
Basically, you're playing the Penn State Nittany Cyclones is essentially
right.
So do you think next year's Wisconsin team would beat this year's Iowa State team is the question you have to ask.
Fuck no.
Exactly. And they're on the road in Happy Valley.
Yeah.
Early season.
That's what I'm saying. Good luck.
Out. So I don't think they win that one, but who knows? It depends on how quick the roster catches their stride. I do think they beat UCLA. I'm very confident in that Michigan State game. USC is kind of a toss-up to me. We'll have to see because that's mid-season. It depends on how those first few games go. If they go into that USC game at like 4-2, I think that's a possible win.
Yep.
Iowa, that's another toss-up. They haven't been fortunate against
Iowa.
I don't.
That's the toughest game of the year.
I think Iowa is probably the toughest game on that schedule.
That is the toughest besides Notre Dame.
I can see
right?
that being the toughest game. I don't disagree with that take.
Unless you wanted to say Penn State, but I don't know because they haven't proven anything yet. It's
There's
hard to it's hard to
there's
it's hard
too
to
many
take that guess.
variables with Penn State right now. We don't
Right.
have a good enough feel for them because they lost a lot of the recruiting class due to James Franklin getting fired. I don't know how much Matt Campbell brought in either. I'd have to check that, but I don't have a good idea of it. Rutgers and Maryland, those should be wins.
I agree.
Granted, we said that in the
Yep.
past, and the Badgers shit all over themselves, so who knows?
Yep. Like always, who would have guessed? Who would have guessed?
Purdue, that should be another win. Like
Should
those
be correct.
Rutgers through Purdue, these three should all be wins. There's
All
no
wins, yes. No, even if we're like a shit team like we were this year, you still shouldn't lose those games.
And then the Minnesota game at the end of the year, that game, at least in the past few years, has always been kind of a toss-up.
Yep.
We don't really know. I don't know how good Minnesota's going to be this year. I know they lost Coy Parrish and they lost a couple of other guys. I don't know what they brought in. They're back in Camp Randall, though. 2 years ago, well, actually, not this past season, but the season before, they had Braden Locke starting in that game. Yep. I think if they have Newton Joseph still at the end of the year and he plays well, it's really about how all the new guys mesh. If they mesh well, I think this is an 8-4 schedule, maybe 9-3.
Yep, I agree.
How they mesh and injuries.
The thing is, if they beat Notre Dame week 1, boy, do we have a conversation to make.
We have a narrative to write.
Yes, we do. A big, loud narrative.
If they, for whatever reason,
that is going to be elite.
If they upset Notre Dame, hypothetically, I think this schedule is favorable enough that they can maybe make the CFP.
I agree. And the thing is, I don't know who said it. I think it might have been JJ Watt. It might have been someone else. They said no one's going to say no to a 10-2 Big Ten team.
No.
And your 2 losses that I can see are Iowa and probably Notre Dame. If you can somehow beat USC, which is at home, and Penn State on the road, I think we can get it. I'm dead ass. No matter our schedule, if it's that rat meet or not, because of the conference that we're in.
Yeah. Even if they were to turn around, let's say they beat Notre Dame, they go 3-0 in non-con. Let's say they lose Penn State, Iowa. They win every other game.
Right.
There's still an argument there.
I agree. And with Notre Dame, that gives us the strength of schedule talk. Like we're going to be up there, which is good. That's good. That's what you need. Even if we lose, it still ups the strength of schedule.
Especially if Penn State rebounds from last year.
Yes, correct.
They don't have to be ridiculous. Like I'm talking fringe top 25, maybe a top 25 team. If Penn State rebounds, Iowa just keeps doing what Iowa does. USC has another decent year. And who knows, maybe one of these other few teams surprises us. Yeah, this is actually a decent strength of schedule. I mean, I wouldn't say bets are off, but it all depends and hinges upon Colton Joseph and the transfers coming in. Is this the year Fickell finally puts it together?
Right. And that would be elite.
There's a lot of gripes about Luke Fickell, and I've griped about him in the past. He's finally recruiting in state. I mean, heck, I don't know if you saw their 27 class or their 2026 class in Wisconsin. They have like half the top 10 players in the state.
Right. Yep.
He's finally realizing the importance of in-state recruiting at Wisconsin. And we also have to take into account his first year as the head coach. They didn't do bad. They weren't bad.
Yep.
And the past 2 years, they're like, oh, they're horrible. They lost their starting quarterback at the very beginning of the year both times. Heck,
both years.
I mean, heck, they were keeping up with Bama until Van Dyke went down.
Correct.
Like, I think this Badger team could be a very easy sleeper. They're set at 5.5.
That could soar.
I think goes over because you win here, you win here, you win those 3, you're at 5.
You're already at 5, and then you just have to get one of the rest. Yeah, I love it. That will definitely be on the future card this year. Get it early before the line moves. Anyways,
want to talk some coaches?
Yeah, let's move on.
All
right. Jim Schwartz is staying in the building, right?
No, they hired Todd Monken this morning.
Yeah, but he's staying in the building, I thought.
That's what the plan was, and it is currently blowing up in the Cleveland Browns' face.
Oh yeah, let me see this. But the future is now unclear. No shit. Get
Because
cooked
he feels he got stiffed
of the head coach
for
job.
the head coach
Yes.
job. Yeah. He
Yep.
feels
So he's like, all right, fuck you then.
pretty much.
And
Um,
where could he go?
that's the thing. I don't know because we're already pretty far into the coaching cycle. I don't know who's all searching for a DC at this point, but I think he might be kind of eyeing a head gig. I don't really know. What this
Right.
also does, this changes things and complicates things for the Giants. Harbaugh was all in on bringing Monken with him to New York because he's the old
Damn.
Ravens OC.
You're
He was
right.
all in on bringing him Monken, so now he has to pivot and find a new OC. Because Monken was also the play caller.
He was the play caller for Baltimore, right?
Yes, the past
Okay.
2 or 3 years.
Yes.
So now Jim Harbaugh has to pivot. Or not John Harbaugh, my bad.
Yeah. John.
John Harbaugh has to pivot.
Yep.
And on top of it, there's a chance a very good DC becomes available on the market late.
Which is good.
Which is
But
good
they
for
need
one.
correct. Um Okay, well, fuck the Browns, dude. We got Babbage. That's
We
how you
did
say
get
it?
Babbage.
Babbage?
Babbage.
Babbage. I've heard only good things about him. What about it?
I've heard a lot of good things about him. I actually love this hire. It's a retread DC to be the defensive pass game coordinator / secondary. Buffalo had the number 1 ranked passing defense in the league this year. As bad as that run defense was, and I shit on it all season long, they had the number 1 pass defense in the entire league.
Right.
That means something. And it's like, oh my gosh, they didn't defend the pass well in the playoffs. Okay, cool.
It didn't matter. Yep. What happened before the playoffs, right? So, and this is one of Gannon grabbing his guys.
This is one of Gannon's guys. He knows Gannon.
Okay, that's good.
I like the hire. I've heard good things about him from Buffalo fans. I've seen it all over Twitter. I believe this is a really good hire, especially in a support role. Because the thing is, he also has play calling experience. It's another guy with play calling experience.
Good. That's what's up. So, and that kind of seems like the route that the Packers are going so far.
Yeah. And then on top of it, the Packers still need to fill their linebackers coaching job because Jeff Hafley took Sean Duggan with him to Miami.
Yep.
Hearing Hunter Rallis is going to be the guy. He was Gannon's DC in Arizona.
Right.
So I'm hearing he's going to bring Rallis with him to be the backers coach. Nothing's finalized, obviously.
Yep.
But I've heard a lot of good things about Babbage, more importantly.
Right.
I'm seeing an article right now from Dairyland Express that's saying AJ Epinesa might be a Packer. He's a free agent.
Yep.
Which I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Epinesa, but it's kind of an edge.
I wouldn't mind that either.
I don't know how much
mind that either.
Is the thing. Unless they want to have Van Ness bulk up a little bit, play him as a 3-tech.
Yep.
Which that could be
tackle, right? And I wouldn't mind that. Him and Wyatt would be fun down there.
The stunts with him and Wyatt. Ooh.
Yes, that would be fun. That'd be a lot of work going on.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of off script. I don't know if you heard. Jim Leonard is interviewing with, I believe, the Chargers.
Fuck. There we go. Yes, I also heard the Chargers because I saw Denver fans, I think it was, bitching about him going in division.
Yep. And then he also was interviewed with the Bills, obviously.
See, but this is kind of frustrating because it kind of looks like he's trying to get the fuck out of there now. And that he could have been happily in Green Bay.
He could have been, but I understand why the Packers jumped on Gannon when they did.
Yep.
I get it. And it's a safer move than Leonard is. As much as I love Jim Leonard, ex-Badger, Wisconsin guy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in support of the Gannon move at this point. I don't really think there's much debate about it. And Jim Leonard, the Packers missing out on not once but twice. It hurts a little bit. But that's just the business. They needed to make a decision. They needed to make it now. And they did. They pulled the trigger.
And they did. Right. It's all part of the game. I understand.
Yeah, why risk settling for a candidate that you might not end up wanting if Leonard were to go elsewhere? All right.
What else am I looking at here? Anything else? Not really.
Anyone
Coaching
else?
wise, yeah, should we move on to like CBB or what?
Yeah, let's talk CBD. We can recap yesterday a little bit.
Yeah, yesterday kind of a shit day for the kid. What was I doing?
Go back
Where
to
was
Tuesday.
I? Events. Here we go. Look at yesterday.
No, I switched the screen, bro.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, well, fuck you then. Okay.
Recap of yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. First things first. What are you looking at? Yeah, Nebraska had control basically the entire game.
Yep.
Basically the entire game. They looked fucking good. Like whether you like it or not, Nebraska is elite now, or at least this year, and it's fucking cringe, and it pissed me off. But as a Big Ten lover, it's another team in the tournament. Hopefully, they get their first tournament win this year. I hope. Fuck, man.
It's looking like it. As long as they keep it up. Get the
And they did all this without their starting big man, by the way,
hmm
Nebraska, which is insane because Michigan has the best big man in the country.
Yeah, Axel Lendenberg. Is that who we're talking about here? Or
Yes,
Lendenberg?
he's fucking insane.
This demon?
Yes, he's fucking insane. He's probably gonna get drafted.
I don't know if he'll go lotto. Probably a round one guy.
Yeah, I agree. Move on games. What other games is there to talk about?
Indiana upset Purdue last night.
Yeah, fuck this game, dude. I had Purdue money line for 2.5 units. Fucking sold the bag. Indiana really another game where Indiana just controlled the entire game. Purdue looked shaky yet again. Braden Smith couldn't really get anything going. Trey Kaufman-Renn though. He's fucking legit.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good, dude. He is so good. And he doesn't play like Zach Edey. Like he will fucking give you a good old elbow, put his balls in your face,
Well, I
and
mean, he's
then sprint
6'9".
down the other side.
Makes sense.
He's
He
fun.
has to. He's got to play
Yeah.
physically.
Nah, he's a beast.
It's not like being 7'6" physical, but
Oh my god. I have like a cramp in my leg today. I don't know why. I didn't do my stretches this morning.
yeah, this kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it, but Purdue's sliding. What are we thinking about Purdue at this point? They've lost 3 straight, right?
Yep. They'll be all right. They just gotta get together. It's not like the 3 games were the easiest games of all time either. Okay, look at them. UCLA, great team. Illinois, great team. Indiana, not bad on the road. And they just won a football natty for the first time. Their crowd is still drunk. Like,
Yeah, sums it up. I mean, this is their upcoming stretch. I mean, they get Nebraska and Michigan.
win. Tough, 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 tough. That 4 game stretch there is, oh my fucking God. 5 game stretch there sucks. That 5 game stretch sucks, but that's Purdue basketball. They're going to end up winning minimum 3 of them because that's just what they do.
Yep. Any other games from yesterday you really want to talk about?
I kind of want to bring up Notre Dame, Virginia. It went to overtime. I was chirping yesterday. Notre Dame is fucking trash, okay? And they were basically in control this entire game. Virginia comes out of nowhere. They started hitting shots. Just started hitting shots. And like this was the game I had up on my secondary TV, and this was a fun watch. This was a fun watch. I had this in Syracuse, NC State with the Syracuse plus 11.5 ticket, and they lost by 20. So, yeah. It wasn't that bad. Should we go to today? You want to go to today?
Sure, let's talk today.
There's actually a game going on right now. Holy fuck. I have Mississippi State, I have them plus 2,500 to win. To put a buck on it.
Oh, shit.
I put one singular dollar on it to win like 25 bucks. And then plus 300 live. That's what we're talking about.
Any kind of big games today? Anything that you really want to discuss today? I mean, I see St. John's plays, but
I'm going to switch over to my screen.
okay, go for it.
I got pick it up. Okay, this game is definitely something to watch or at least look at. Texas has been honestly they've been looking a lot better than they were in the beginning of the year, and Auburn has been looking a lot worse. Except last week they just beat Florida, and that just got them right back on track. So you see public all over Auburn as expected. This is the total. No, bottom total. This is the spread. Spread is to Texas +7. Money line to Auburn. Kind of expect that. Um, I don't know. I think Texas is getting a lot more love than I would have thought. This might be a spot where you lay 7 with Auburn at home. I don't know. I like that game. That might be your one to watch tonight, Joe. Or this game is fun. Tennessee, Georgia. Okay. Tennessee, this is not your normal Tennessee team. This team is not as good as they usually are. But this is same thing goes for Georgia. This team is a lot better than they usually are. I don't mind the idea of rolling with Georgia at home. I know they've been really good at home. This kind of scares me a little bit. It looks kind of red, but that also could be my mental state getting red overpowered by orange. Moving on. USC Iowa tonight. Iowa's getting 9 at home. USC hasn't been bad. Iowa has been underperforming a little bit. I think they'll be all right though, honestly. Um, do I lay 9 at home with Iowa? Honestly, yeah, you probably do. I think you probably do. I think Iowa wins and at home with ease because USC was on the road last week. They had to stay in, I think it was Minnesota, maybe not. Come back home. Give me Iowa. Moving on. LSU, Mississippi State. Fuck that game. LSU is one of the sketchiest teams I've seen all year. Is there anything else? Not really anything too cool.
I know Badgers played Minnesota.
Oakland. Yeah, I haven't got there yet, Joe. Hawks suck. Right. They're -8 at the Kohl Center tonight. It's a lot of red. It's a lot of red. And coming off a loss to USC, the Badgers are. Pretty obvious bounce back spot. It kind of scares me. To be honest with you. You can get John Blackwell points over 17.5. I don't mind that. Andrew Rohde. I need to know if what the fuck's his name? What's his name, Joe?
You're talking about the
Rap.
Austin Rap.
Austin Rap. Yeah, he's bad, dude. He needs to just get the bench, to be honest. I think he needs to.
I want to say he's injured.
He's still injured?
No, never mind. He played 13 minutes against USC.
Yeah, he played last week and he lost. That's what I said. Yeah, fucking bullshit. Who would have guessed? Oregon UCLA is a great game. UCLA -3.5 on the road. They don't have to travel too far. That is the play. That will be on the Slack Packs card tonight. Right here. Oregon -3. Or UCLA -3 against Oregon. And I also did want to talk about one other game. Florida State right here. Florida State has looked shaky. Cal has looked great. Somehow Florida State's getting 3 points on the or at home. I'm not gonna lie, I like Florida State a lot. I saw Snowman on it, I saw Steak on it. You know how that goes. You know I have to hop on the dick riding train. Yeah. I think we're gonna throw both of those into the fucking. I think we're gonna throw both of those. Maybe we'll even parlay it, because why the fuck not? Maybe. Today's okay, is that it? You got anything you want to bring up, Joe?
Yeah, I was gonna talk Brewers.
Cincinnati's good. Bring up the Brewers.
I was gonna talk Brewers spring training because they announced kind of spring training roster. I mean, that gets going here in a couple weeks.
Bet. Let's see it.
Added 9 prospects to the spring training non-roster invitees list. So I know you see this name and you get a little bit excited.
Yeah, bet. That's my goal. Jesus Mate.
Yep. Newest Brewer.
Yeah. Jet Williams, we got him in the I think
The
how do we get him from
Peralta,
Freddie, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
because per Adam McCalvey, these are the guys that have been added. These are all the prospects they added. So Brock Wilkin, Cooper Pratt. There's a couple of bigger names.
Yep.
Don't know much about Ramon Rodriguez or Matt Wood, Luis Lara, Tate Kuhner,
Yep.
and Luke Adams. I don't know much about them. But obviously, it's their current roster right now. Here's just a touch on a couple of these guys. Okay. Adams, he was a 12th round pick in 22, spent last year in Double A. 7th round pick in 2023 out of Louisville. Kuhner, another Double A guy, promoted Triple A year. International signing, Luis Lara, Venezuela, spent last year in Double A in Biloxi. Really good defensive player, apparently, for the writer of this article.
Right. I like it.
I'm assuming you know who Brock Wilkin is. He was the first rounder a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Biloxi, so Double A again. A little bit injured, but looked like he was all right down in Double A. I mean, batting percentage is a lot to be desired, but everything looks all right.
I don't mind it. I like it. I mean, hopefully the Brewers are going to be good. I don't think they're going to compete for a fucking World Series. Definitely, I don't think they'll be as good as they were last year, but you can only hope.
I'm going to see if I can find the full roster. I mean, we can talk opening day roster projection while we're here. We got a minute. A little bit ahead of schedule. But Brandon Sprout was a name I was kind of hoping to see. He might be on the roster. They're not projecting him starting rotation right now. Give me a second here. Right now, they're not projecting Sprout to be on the opening day roster, but it can change depending on what happens in spring training. What else? Who else do we got on here? So Woodruff, Priester. Not a whole lot different here besides Peralta.
Yeah, and honestly, that's not a bad starting five. Woody get coming back? It's basically just subbing him out for Peralta, and I think it's kind of a lateral move. Not that bad. I think it's not as bad as people are going to make it out to seem. I think Woody's just as good.
I was going to say, this is the note. They're expecting Sprout on the 40-man, and then obviously Robert Gasser, Coleman Crow. Just a couple of other names.
Yep.
Bullpen doesn't look any different. I mean, they lose Tobias Myers. But they did get Angel Zerpa in the Isaac Collins trade.
I forgot we traded him.
Really sucks. I love Isaac Collins.
So did I. Yeah, that sucks.
I have some Royals fans that I know. They say this guy, another one of those guys, just super high velo.
Good.
Throws gas. Gross pitch mix. Just has control problem.
Sounds about Brewers.
Sounds about Brewers.
But
bullpen looks great. They bring back Abner. They bring back McGill.
Yep. I don't know. I kind of, like I said, I think they'll be good. I don't think they'll be as good as last year, but I think they'll be good. Their playoff team probably lose to the Mets on some bullshit like normal, and then same shit, different pile.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. The Dodgers literally have the Avengers, so
correct.
It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But infielders, nothing's really different. This terrorist is still employed. Willie, he's back. Outfielders, nothing changed besides no more Isaac Collins. Still got Brandon Lockridge, who you'll see every once in a while.
Yeah. Right. Same core. We'll be all right.
Position players aren't any different outside of Isaac Collins. It's really just the pitching, and really that's not much different either.
And it's just Freddie's gone.
There's no Freddie, no Tobias.
We should have a different ace. Yeah. We'll be all right.
So,
what about Bill Belichick being snubbed?
That was the last thing I was thinking we'd bring up is Bill.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, dude.
It's kind of bonkers to me that he wasn't first ballot. I mean, hell, if he's not first ballot as a coach, who is?
Robert Kraft spoke out about it. Mahomes called. I saw Tom Brady said something about it.
Yeah.
Mahomes said it was insane. Robert Kraft came out and said something about it. Yep, there you go.
You're on the stage now, brother.
Oh, shit. That makes sense. I literally watched you click on, or watch me click on it. I was like, oh, dude, you're genius.
It's just
Yeah, this is fucking crazy. Honestly, it's fucking crazy. That sentence in itself is fucking absurd. Fucking absurd. He has 8 rings, bro. If you cut off his thumbs, that's all he got.
you can't even put a thumb on your you can't even put a
Ring
ring
on
on
your
your
thumb. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. So he fell short of 40 of the 50 votes. Do we know how many he got?
I heard he got 38.
Jesus Christ. So 12 guys said, nah. You're telling me 12 people think Bill Belichick is not a Hall of Fame coach?
There's a couple of theories of what happened. Some are like
I
they
saw that. You go first. Sorry.
I did hear that there was some of them that it may have just been they thought everybody else was voting for him, so they figured he would have got in anyway, so they wanted to give votes to other guys. I heard that. I don't know if you saw the whole thing about Bill Polian, who's one of the voters.
Is that the. I. Is. Did he come out about the fucking Spygate?
He had an interview with ESPN on Tuesday night. He denied telling fellow voters that Belichick should serve a 1-year penance due to Spygate, but
Yes.
said he heard his fellow voters float that idea. But he insisted he didn't agree or disagree with the proposal, so he's in between.
What the fuck?
Foley said he voted for Kraft and even spoke up on his behalf during the deliberation, saying Kraft had no knowledge of Spygate. Polian added that he could not remember with 100% certainty if he voted for Belichick, saying he was 95% sure he voted for the coach and a player, most likely. He said he was shocked that Bill didn't get in.
No shit. It's fucking crazy, dude. You gotta fix something, dude.
Bill Belichick should be a Hall of Famer. The fact it isn't this year is incredibly disappointing to me.
Yeah, it is. Bill
No,
Belichick declined to comment. Smart man.
even with Spygate, even with what's it called, Deflategate, and all that kind of shit, you throw that out. He is a 6-time Super Bowl winner as a
Yeah,
head
I don't give a
coach,
fuck.
8-time all time
He
anyway.
yeah, ever seen.
Correct. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't.
Like,
There
I
shouldn't
hope
be.
he almost disrespects them next year and doesn't even show up.
Like if I was
I
him, maybe
yeah,
I'd
like
think about
fuck
it.
you guys. Y'all don't want me, I'll make my own fucking shit. I Bill Belichick should be able to pick his fucking Hall of Famers that he thinks, and I'd rather listen to the guys that he thinks are better than the fucking 50 dumbasses voting. Listen, it's just frustrating, dude. Like, what the fuck? How do some people get some of these fucking jobs, dude?
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking annoying. Yep, multiple sources told ESPN that Spygate and Deflategate, the tweeting chin cheating scandal. Fucking crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The only explanation is the cheating stuff. It really bothered some of the guys.
So they're giving him the Barry Bonds treatment.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah. We got a little bit
Fuck
of time. Do we want
you.
to talk about how the Pro Bowl is a little bit broken?
Yeah, Pro Bowl fucking sucks crank. That's why.
Oh, Shadur Sanders is a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, Shador.
As much as I like Shadur, he's not a Pro Bowler.
Same with fucking
Keyshawn Nixon.
Keyshawn Nixon. That is the one.
Hey, every other NFL team besides the Green Bay Packers, they have a Pro Bowl corner and 2-time All-Pro to trade you.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes, we do.
Uh,
Two-time Pro Bowler.
but yeah, I think that's about it. We kind of covered everything we wanted to cover.
I think so too. Pretty good stream today. Got a lot going on. You got anything else to finish up and say?
No, not really.
I don't think so either. Next Wednesday we're gonna come out with the Slack Packs Awards. Me and Joe are gonna dress up all nice and we're gonna do an award show for what we think should be the NFL awards, and we're also gonna throw our own little spin on it, and that should be fun. I think that'll be something to get everyone going. Until then, be sure to follow the Twitch and follow at the Utah Packer and at Slab Packs on Twitter. Be sure to leave a like if you're on YouTube. Comment your mother's favorite color. And don't forget to subscribe to the Twitch. Goodbye, everyone. I love you all. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow at 11. Peace.